And hello, my name is Keita Nomura, and I will go to tell about organizational objectives in this PowerPoint. The Unit 1.3 Learning Objective Part 1. So I will explain the importance of objectives in managing an organization. In the next slide, I will tell about differences between aim and objectives. And aim versus objectives. So what is an aim? Aim is something you hope to achieve by doing something. And here are three features of the aim. And the first thing is aim has long-term intention, which means that the organization is looking into the future, setting plan over a period of 1.1 to 5 years, and starting point for setting objectives. This means that deciding aim is basic to go to the next step. And it is usually qualitative. And qualitative is relating to the quality or standard of something rather than the quantity. Then what is an objective? Objective is based on the aims, so it will be changed if the aim changes, which means we need to consider the aim carefully. And objective is more specific. For example, it has short term. Its tactical objective may be daily, weekly, or monthly. And also, it's measurable and it forms basis of action or strategy. To deciding objective affect to what the employees are going to do or act. When we set up the objective, we have to perform it precisely. And I will tell the example of organization objective of the private and public sector. So this is the objectives of private sector. You can see that there is a lot of kinds of objectives. Then I will explain about profit, profit and environment. And it's very important to consider profit when setting up the objective of a company, and how many profits are obtained, and for what purpose is it used, and what is begun for its own capital. If there is no money, a company cannot be managed, and goods cannot be produced either. A store cannot be rented, and the company will go bankrupt someday. Therefore, it is important to consider profit objective and to form. In the environment, the company needs to consider environment. Global warming is progressing now still, and it's get down also from acid rain. And although the cost is various, expenses of a company is also one of the major factors of that. In order not to break the natural environment of the earth anymore, the company needs to form the objective about it. By the way, since the measure for Environmental Preservation Act on an improvement in image of a company, it is very effective in economic strategy. And these four elements are the objectives of the public sector, since it is not the main purpose to earn money. A public sector also has fewer objectives compared with the private sector. And quality means how good or bad something is. And equality is from a situation in which all people are treated equally and no one has an unfair advantage. And affordability means that easy to get it. For example, in Japan, We can use a public train or bus with a low charge. And access is the right to enter a place, using something, see someone, and etc. And objectives are important in order to facilitate decision, which means easy to decide and making and strategy, and unify and motivate employees, measure and control performance, and communicate with shareholders. For employees, clear objectives unite each other strongly and raise employees' motivation and control their performance in good way. Then a company will grow remarkably. And then part 2. So I will explain the purpose of mission and vision statements. And also I will analyze the role of mission and vision statements in an organization. The aims, mission, and vision statements. And aims has long-term intentions, and it is starting point for setting objectives, and usually qualitative. And mission statements is details the aim and values, and broadly state the underlying purpose, and guides individual behavior, and informs investors of aim and vision. A mission statement means a sense of value that a company and employee should share, the social mission that should be achieved. A conventional management concept and company creed and company articles hit this. The fundamental principle of each company is materialize more, and what was stipulated as the indicator, and the plan that contributes to actual action is called a mission statement. And the last part, in the vision statements, it's not quite, it's similar to mission statements, but it tend to be more long term. And last part, I will distinguish between objectives and strategies and tactics, and discuss how these interact. And this figure is expressing the step from aim to tactic. In aim part, the organization consider that what they want, and the next step, in objective part, they consider the process to achieve there in order to get what they want. Then the strategy facilitates an organization to meet the objective. And finally, in tactic part, the short-term action that help achieve the organization's strategy. And this is the step of the setting, but in achieving the process become to be offset, like this. And this is a hierarchy that is showing how corporate aim is divided at every level of the organization. And first of all, individual target is decided. And for example, in the marketing department, increase sales by an average of 5% per client, and introduce 5 more clients to the business each year. And then next, the organization decided departmental objective. This is measures adapted to deal with short-term opportunities or threats. For example, on marketing, it increased profit by 10%, and finance, reducing long-term requirement by 5%, and like this. And next, the divisional objective is decided, and is wide-ranging and long-term goals. And for example, within one region to increase marketing share by 10% and cut overhead by 5%. This is strategic, I think. The next step is corporate objectives, and this is goal of the whole organization. And for example, to increase profit of all divisions by 10% per year. So this is, I think, this is the main goal of the organization. And the final aim is decided. For example, remain committed to the interest of our shareholders. And these are the sources about organizational objective. And if you have interest and want to study more, please check this out. And this is the end. I thank you for your listening.